Hi, everybody. Y'all come on in and thumbs up the video. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to Vanessa's van life journey. Thumbs up the live stream. How are y'all doing? Girl. Child. I have started ripping apart my van. Come on in and let's talk about it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. You have to be subscribed to the channel 24 hours before you can leave a comment. Hey, Miss Danielle, how you doing? I just got through working on the van. I got a few more things that I could do, but I don't know if I'm going to call it a night or continue to work on the bed after I end this live. So y'all come on in. How are y'all doing today? Have I frozen? I think I might be buffering. Let me see. It don't look like it's buffering. So how are y'all doing today? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. I've had a few setbacks in my van build, but they are setbacks that I created. Nothing that I had to change. I'm changing them because I want to. Not because I had to. And I'm looking at the wall now and trying to see what I'm going to do. I will gain I'm going to say I'm going to gain 2.5 to 3 inches of space. Good evening, Miss Danielle. Good evening, Shelajay. Good evening, No Animosity. Good evening. I am good. Trying to stay warm in Seattle. It is very windy. I had to close that door, girl. It is windy and cold. It is windy and cold. Did y'all watch today's video today? I'm eating some peanut butter Ritz crackers. And I got some tea. Some iced tea. Anybody got any questions about the van bill? About me doing it over? I can turn y'all around in a minute. Or maybe not. I got videos coming out on the channel. So make sure y'all watch every day. I got videos coming out. I'm not going to come live while I'm doing the van bill. But I probably will come live afterwards. Hey there, Miss Sierra. You saw a part of the video today. You just got home, Miss Danielle, from work. What time is it where you're at? It is 8:36 p.m. So, y'all, the video today was pretty much explaining that I'm about to do a deconstruction on the van. I'm about to pretty much rip the van apart. And then just turn back around and put it back together. Humpty Dumpty fell on the... Humpty Dumpty... How does that saying go? Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty. How does that saying go? So anyway, I'm about to take everything apart and then put everything back together again. And the thing about that is, like, if something keeps bothering you in your mind, and it's something that you have power and control to fix, I think you should fix it. If you have power and control to fix it, you should fix it. Sometimes we try new things, and sometimes we try what we think is going to be best, and it might not necessarily be the best thing. And so, you know, because this is a bigger van, a better van, I'm trying to do a better job than I did with Treasure. But I'm not perfect, girl. And so I wouldn't say I've made mistakes, but of course we're human and we all make mistakes. I wouldn't say I made a mistake. I don't know if that thing go that way or that way. But I will say that I've made some decisions that I'm not regretting, but I'm questioning. And I just want to do a better job. I don't want to settle. And I loved the way I had my van framed. It was so sturdy. It was so sturdy, y'all. However, it was very sturdy. However, it was very overkill. It was overkill, y'all. Miss Danielle say it is 8:36 p.m. here in Seattle too. Shella J say, and I do believe those few inches off space will render great results. You know what? I'm talking about 1 extra inch in a van bill can make or break. Especially when you're pushing everything up against the wall. 1 extra inch could make and break something that you want to do in your van. You like, I need 1 more inch. And when I was building the cabinet over here, I needed a few more inches to do what I wanted to do over here. And I wasn't getting them inches. And every inch counts in a van bill. And every weight, every pound of weight count. I built my walls so sturdy, and my ceiling. I'm taking my ceiling down to y'all, but I'm putting everything back up. I'm putting the same ceiling back up. I'm going to have to touch it up and paint it because I done scuffed it up and everything. But I'm taking my ceiling down. I'm putting it back up. I think I'm also going to take some of that. I don't know if I'm going to take the whole ceiling apart, but my ceiling is just like my walls. It was extra. Read all about it. It was extra insulation. I'm looking at the insulation. I'm saying insulation. No, it wasn't no extra insulation. It was extra framing. And the framing made the wall come out farther because I had horizontal, then I had vertical. And I drew a line where I end up gaining 1 inch and something, 1 1/4 on each. I'm gonna do the other side, but I just got to doing this side. I'm gonna gain 1 1/4 on this side by taking my walls down and just putting my furring strips straight to the metal. And had I used, like, if I wanted to use thinner wood, then that would be even better. But we fine with the way that we have it. But yeah, y'all, I pulled everything down. This is the shelf right here. And yeah, I just needed to regroup. Like, sometimes when you're doing something for the first time, you do your research. I do my research, y'all. I do my research, and I do my research. But just because you do your research don't mean you're gonna get all of the answers and you're gonna do it right. It don't mean you're not gonna make no mistakes. And it's up to you if you want to live with your mistakes or live with your decisions that may not have been the best decision, or later on you can come across a video or something that you didn't come across. See, that's the problem. I had seen these people, and I couldn't find that video. I was looking for it yesterday. I had seen these people frame out their van, and I was like, oh my goodness, that was a good idea. But it was after I had already framed out my van. And now I can't find the video. Now that I've decided to frame the van out again, I cannot find the video. But I pulled everything down off the wall. Let me turn y'all around. I pulled everything off this wall. I pulled the shelf off the wall. I pulled the paneling off the wall. I pulled the framing off the wall. I got so many screws. I got so many screws, Kyle, because I even went overkill on the screws. Like, Charlene was looking at the screws and she was like, dang. Yes, I went overkill on the screws because I wanted to make sure nothing came down. I wanted to make sure everything was going to be stable. Everything was going to be sturdy. And yeah, I might have overdid it a little bit, but I'd rather overdo it than to not do enough. And so I took the cabinet down. I took the wall down all the way. I took the black stuff that I had up there that came with the van. I don't know what that is called. I took that down. And now we have the frame to the bare metal. And now I can see, because at first I had that black stuff up there and I couldn't see. I couldn't see where to put the screws. Y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you subscribe to the channel today and you subscribe for 24 hours, you will be able to comment on the live stream tomorrow. So, yeah, that black stuff that was on the wall, the plastic or whatever that was, I took that down. And I had double framing. I had framing up here, and then this on top of that. And it made it stick out farther from the wall. So now we just have this straight flat to the wall. And once I take my ceiling, because I'm going to take my ceiling down. Once I take my ceiling down, I could screw this in. And while I'm looking at this, because you live and you learn. While I'm looking at this, you don't want your screws to unloosen. And so I think I'm going to drill some holes in here tomorrow and put some screws with a washer on it in the back. And I'm going to connect this I'm going to put one screw in each one of these with a washer wherever I can. Like right here, I don't know, I might have to, but I want to put a washer up in there. I want to put a washer, a screw with a washer, so that way I'll know that is not coming out. And then down here, I don't know if I could do, yeah, I could do a screw with a washer right there. I think I'm going to do that. And sometimes you just got to redo. I'm not too far in my van bill where I can't redo something that I don't feel comfortable with or just don't like for whatever reason. This is my van bill. At the end of the day, I have to like it. I have to live with it. And those extra inches make such a big difference. And everything is coming right back up here. The wood is coming right back up here, so I'm not wasting the wood. I'm just taking the excess down, and those other pieces of wood that I pull out, I could use those in the van bill for something else. So that's what I did today. And then because I already had the holes cut out for this on the wood, it's hard for me to try to line it up exactly where it goes at. So, and I don't know, I don't see the piece of wood where I took this down from. So I could have tried to put these back in the same exact spot. But yeah, I might have to move this around a little bit, and I might have to move this over a little bit to get it exactly where it needs to be. But yeah, that's what I did today. And oh, y'all, FYI, when I had went to Vegas, I had took this out of my van, my material. I forgot which one of my subscribers ordered this off of my Amazon wish list for me, this material. But it was a bigger roll than what I expected. Like, I'm glad I got a lot of material out of this. And when I upholstered this right here, let me show you guys this. Y'all come on in and thumbs up the video. Let me see if I have any comments. Did I do a search in my history? Child, my history probably is too, girl. It's my history have too much stuff in it. I have to go back for years to try to see. But that was a long time ago that I watched that video. I couldn't find it. I went looking for it though. When I upholstered this, y'all, it's a video that I watched. It's a man. He does professional van builds on Ford Transits. And he upholstered this. And he broke the material down into sections. And that's what I tried to do. I tried to break the material down in sections like he did. But the thing about it is, he was using a different kind of material. The material that I'm using is thicker than what he's using. And when I tried to do what he did and lap that material over, it just didn't do it. It just didn't do it. So I have these cuts in my material. I have these cuts in my material because I tried to do it like he did it. And I got a cut here, a slit here. Even if I have this up here, it's okay to have one down here. But to have this up here, no, I really don't want that right there. And I wanted to do it over, but I would have had to take my wall down and my ceiling down to do it over. And I wasn't doing that. So now that I'm going to take my wall down and my ceiling down, I'm going to go and do this over. I have enough material to do this over. And like right here, this little dip, he had put some stuff over here. I have the stuff, bought it, didn't put it over here. And yeah, so I should have. So I'm going to do this over. I'm just going to do it over right, you guys. Like, nothing is perfect in a perfect world because there is no such thing as a perfect world. But if you can do stuff over, I have the material. And the thing about me doing this over, you guys, it's not going to cost me anything extra but time. Yeah, I'm going to have to buy some more glue to do this over. Yeah, I'm going to have to take my ceiling down. But at the same time, I don't like this. At the same time, I don't like the way it looks. At the same time, it bothers the heck out of me. At the same time, I can just go on and do it over and do it right. And even when I do it over, it might not come out perfect. But I think it would look better than this. So all we could do is see. All we could do is see. All we could do is try. And I have enough material. And if you're not happy with something, I'm just going to tell you my suggestion. Because I'm taking my own advice. If you're not happy with something, don't keep trying to make yourself accepted. Don't keep trying to make yourself accepted. That's what I have been doing. I've been trying to make myself accepted. And I don't think that's right. Like, that's cheating yourself. You would go all out for other people and everybody else. And we have to do the same thing for ourselves. We have to go all out for ourselves. If we don't like something, we have to change it. And see if you could do better the next time. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I've tried to find it. But if I go through my history, first of all, I have 2 channels. And sometimes I watch videos on this channel and that channel, and I wouldn't even know which channel to go looking through the history. And the history, I watch so many videos. Like, I watch a lot of different videos. I have a lot of people that I'm subscribed to that I watch their content. I will be looking for that for days. I typed in framing out a van last night and this morning, and I tried to find the video, but I couldn't. So the way I'm framing it now is the way that almost everybody does it. I can't even remember what the people had did. I might have saved it, and I might have been watching it on Ms Charlene's TV. So that's another thing. I might have been watching it on her television. So what I'm going to do is, I usually save stuff. I'm going to go, when I go in the house tonight, and look. Because I save stuff on her television. I'm going to go look through the videos I saved on her TV and see if I can find it. I don't know how else they did it, but I think they had a Ford Transit, and I think they used the rivet holes to frame. But I've already done this wall over here. I've done this wall over, but I think tomorrow I'm going to drill some holes through the wood and through the metal and put some screws with some washers just to make sure that those screws never back out. The regular screws that I use will never back out. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. Hey, Miss Tina. It still shows too much to me. I don't like it. I know what you're saying. But I don't like it. So I'm going to do it over. I have enough material to do it over. We're going to do it over, you guys. Like, everything that I'm not happy with at this point, because I'm taking the walls down and I'm taking the ceiling down, everything that I'm not happy with at this point, we're doing it over. We're doing it over. If and at this point, you guys, if I wanted to put a window in my van, I could put a window in my van at this point. Um, I'm thinking about putting windows in the back. I'm thinking about putting windows in the back. And I was thinking about putting a window over here on the side. But I don't know. Maybe I'll put a small RV window on my Amazon wish list. And if somebody get it, then I'll put a window in. And if don't nobody get it, then I won't put a window in. How about that? I'm trying to think. Should I put a window? No. Should I put a window in over here? Interesting. I was thinking about putting a little small window in over here on this side. Oh. But I don't think I need it. I think if I get the window in over here on this thing, which is going to cost $800 or more, I think if I get that window in, that would be enough. I wish the windows that, because I had a pop-out window on this side. I wish the windows in the back could be pop-out windows. Because I'm thinking about putting my kitchen this way, I was thinking about putting windows in the back. So that way when I'm cooking, I could be looking out the window when the doors are closed. Yeah, Miss Tina, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think y'all can see how bad it looks to me. I mean, and it when I had the cabinet up there, you really couldn't see the stuff that I'm talking about. When I had the cabinet up there, the cabinet was covering it from this side, but the cabinet not covering it from that side when the door is open. So, yeah, I got to do it over, y'all, because guess what? We taking all this down, so we going this far. See right here? Now, when the cabinet is up here, the cabinet is covering this, so you don't see this. But when the door is open, you see this. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like it. And then up here, you see that? I just don't like it. It bothers me. And if I wasn't using this kind of material and it wasn't so thick, it wouldn't be like that. But this is the material I have, and I actually like this material. I like the pattern. I like that you can wipe this down, because when you use regular material, a lot of people use regular material in a van build. That material is eventually going to get dirty. That material is eventually going to get dusty, dusty, dusty. It could get wet when you have your doors open. And that material, after a while, will look nasty. I suggest not using material in your van for upholstering, because after a while that material gonna look nasty. Now this, you will be able to wipe this down because it's vinyl. I like this, but because I was trying to follow the instructions of the man and how he did his video, I wasn't using the same kind of material. So I should have just did my own thing and what I thought was best. And then right here, he put some flanges over this area that sunk in. I didn't do that. I didn't think I needed to do it, and I should have did it. So now that we're going to do this over again, see how that sinks in? We can fix that, and we're going to. Okay? We can fix that. It's no reason why when you're doing a van build yourself, it's no reason why you have to accept less than if you can fix it. So I don't have to accept. Now I redoing this wall over, and now I possibly have made a challenge for myself, because that piece that I had that is gonna fill in that gap, now it's gonna have to get more narrower, and I might have to do that whole piece over again or cut it down. We gonna see. We're gonna see. Hey, Miss Rose, how you doing? Um, Shella J say, if you do a small RV window, will it be over the kitchen sink? Nope. Because the kitchen sink, I think, is going to be over here. Y'all, I'm so confused right now. Am I froze? Why I look like I'm keep freezing? Uh, I changed my floor plan in my mind, but because I'm actually not building it right now, that could change again. So, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know where the kitchen is gonna be. It was gonna be over here on this wall, but I was thinking about putting a window on this side over here, which would have been over the sink and stuff. But I don't I don't know if I want a window. I don't know if I want a window. But if I did want a window, now would be the time to put one in. And a little small window wouldn't cost that much, but y'all, I am so broke. I am so broke right now that, yes, I'm going back and redoing some things over, but pretty much the stuff that I'm doing over, like I said, taking the wall down and putting the same wood back up, it's not costing me anything extra. It's costing me time. And yes, taking the upholstery down is going to cost me some more spray foam, but I got enough material. And it's a couple of other things that I'm doing over that just, why does it look like the thing keep freezing? Am I freezing, y'all? Miss Ro, am I freezing on y'all end? It seems like I'm freezing. I'm not freezing. Hey, Miss Rachel. It's freezing on my end. Maybe I need to. Let me read Miss Rose comment said, hello Vanessa, how are you? God bless you. Vanessa, you have a blessing. Send you a blessing. Hello everyone. Hey Miss Rose, how was your day today? No animosity say, oh, that's a better view. Yes. Okay. I see why you want to be. Oh, okay. No animosity. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I should redo it over, huh? Yeah, right. I know it. It don't look right. It bothers me. Okay. Hey Lolo. Lolo will say, hey Miss Vanessa, I think I found the man you are talking about. Yeah. He does. I don't think they've posted a recent video, but yeah, he does van bills, professional van bills, only on Ford Transits. So I like his channel, but the way he does his van bills, and they sell kits, so everything looks alike. Every van is gonna look alike. It's the kit is for the same. If you like his design, every van is gonna look alike. But I have got some ideas from him, and I did see the upholstering of his van, but he's using a different kind of material. And that material is more flexible and more pliable, but material gets dirty and dusty and nasty and it fades. And no, I don't want to use material. I'd rather use this stuff that I have. You can wipe this down because that's by the back door. If it starts to rain, it could get wet. You need to be able to wipe it down. It's just, I prefer material. I mean, I prefer like a vinyl upholster with a vinyl instead of material. No animosity say no, it's not freezing. Hey Miss Rachel, how are you doing today? Hey Miss Deanna. Hey Faden, how are you? Hey Adventures. Miss Rose say, okay, beautiful night. Yes, a window would feel more open. Blessings on your channel. Hey, Holy. Yeah, I wish back windows could be pop-out windows. I don't know if they have. I'm gonna type in. I'm gonna type in rear pop-out windows. I think you could turn any window into a pop-out window. See, that's the kind of window I had. I like that. But I don't know. I would love to turn. Let me see. Rear pop-out window in. But yeah, I could put a little small window in the van. But I don't know. I don't know. Let me see what this is. Oh. Oh, that's on a Mercedes. They did have a window that's on the Mercedes. I like that. I don't know if I've seen no Ford Transits with oh, here goes another one. But I think it's only in the Mercedes because a lot of people, like when they first, van life was like a luxury sport for a lot of people. It was like a luxury. You had money. So a lot of people that was starting van life with the Mercedes. It's a lot of different features and stuff available for a Mercedes that you just not gonna find for a Ford Transit. Let me see what they doing. I don't know. I could put a window. I could put a window over here, you guys, if I wanted to. Now I'm thinking about doing a. I could put a window, but because I was thinking about like the other cabinet thing that I'm gonna build over here. It's gonna be like a table to sit and eat at as well. And it would be nice if you're sitting there and you're looking out the window, because if you ain't looking out the window, what you gonna be sitting there looking at? But I don't know. I don't know. Should I put a window in the van? I ain't got no money for the window. Is somebody gonna buy me a window? I bet you if I put it on my Amazon wish list, somebody will get it for me because they're gonna be like, girl, you need a window. It's a lot of people that said you need a window. So I'm pretty sure. But I wish the back windows could be pop out. I wish the rear windows could be pop out windows. Let me see, what kind of vehicle is he driving? He getting the rear window pop out. But I don't know for what kind of vehicle. I know I had a side pop out window in the van and I loved it. Maybe I should call. Maybe I should call a window company. I'm gonna look into it. Let me see. I don't know if they make a window to pop out. Ooh. It looked like he was starting a fire. I've never seen a Ford Transit with a pop out window. But I did have a pop out window in the Ford um, cargo van, and I'm thinking it was the same thing. And I do see some people that have them pop out windows in the rear in a van like I had. So I don't know, y'all. Hey, Miss Angela. A little view while eating would be great. I don't know if I want a window. I don't know. I'm so confused, y'all. I still haven't settled on a uh, floor plan yet. I still haven't settled on a floor plan. And if I wanted to build a bed in my van now and I wanted to go in farther in the wall, now would be the time. I'm taking my walls down. If I wanted to totally just change my floor plan up and have a fixed bed, I could totally like do it now. But I want to sleep on the floor. Hey, Miss Loyalty, how you doing, girl? How are y'all doing? I'm just sitting in here talking to y'all. Anybody have any suggestions? Since I'm pulling everything, let's just hear it. Let's just give y'all the benefit of the doubt. Since I'm pulling everything down in the van, the walls, the ceiling, everything. Since I'm pulling everything down in the van, let's just hear your suggestions. Clean slate. We got a clean slate. Let's hear some suggestions. Let's just bounce the ideas off the wall. And let's see what y'all say. Let's see. Let's talk about this wall over here. Let's do this wall over here first. This wall is where the shelf came down on. And this wall was where I was going to put my kitchen, my sink, and my stove. But then now I kind of changed my mind and I was going to put the stove and the kitchen in the back. But I don't know. Y'all, I'm so confused right now. I'm really going to be honest with you. I'm so confused. I still might put the kitchen over here. I still might put the kitchen over here. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. So let me hear y'all suggestions. Just to have daylight come through. Daylight comes through the fan. The top on the fan. Daylight comes through there. And I'm going to have this big window. This whole thing is going, when I can afford it, $800 to $1,000, when I can afford it, this whole thing is going to be a window. And if I want light to come in here, all I have to do is open my door right here. And my windows have light coming in the front. I got light and air and a breeze coming in, y'all. All I have to do is open that passway door and my windows can be open in the front. I have screens to put on my windows. So, yeah. Hope you're doing well. I'm watching your channel since day one. You are awesome. Oh, thank you, girl. You've been here since day one. Day one? You've been here since I was building out treasure? You've been here before I built out treasure? Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, however long you've been here. That means a lot to me. Y'all got any suggestions? We're going back to square one, you guys. We're going back to square one. We down to the bones of the van. I'm taking all suggestions. Now is the time to suggest. Let me hear you out. That's the least I could do is hear. Here, dear. But yeah, y'all, I think I'm going to drill those things out tomorrow. And you're supposed to like clean up the metal shards and stuff. But girl, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I think metal shards are going to get everywhere and we just going to have to live with them. But yeah, I want to secure those things up there with some bolts, so I know they will not come down. Okay, nobody got no suggestions? Nobody has any suggestions? Any van bill? Any suggestions for this wall over here that I got loose already? I think I'm gonna right now I'm taking I have to dig out the holes where the screws were for my ceiling, so I'm digging it out. I'm taking my ceiling down, y'all. I'm taking everything down. I'm probably gonna take this wall down over here tomorrow. And I could be working tonight, but I think I'm just gonna go in the house after I finish this live stream, take me a bath, take me a bath, and eat. Y'all, I didn't eat last night. I only had one meal yesterday. Hey, Miss Brooks. Miss Brooks say, have you thought about using a drop-down table to save space? Miss Deanna say, a Murphy bed with hidden storage. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about this. So she said, have I thought about doing a drop-down table to save space? Miss Brooks, yes. I am thinking about building okay, this over here was going to be my kitchen. It was going to be my stove and my sink. But I changed my mind And the reason why I had changed my mind, because I really didn't have enough room. I needed some more inches. And that's why I had changed my mind. Because I needed my cabinets to be a certain width. And my cabinets was not going to be able to be that width. So I changed my mind. But now that I'm taking the walls down, and I'm going to gain about 2.5 to 3 inches. I might can put it back over here. But okay, so when I was thinking about moving the kitchen, then I was thinking about just like building something over here that where I could store my gazebo in, and it was going to be like a storage, but it wasn't going to be that deep. It's going to be about a foot deep, and it was going to have a pull-up thing for a table. So I could sit over here and have like a little table. Cook over there. And then I was going to get some more counter space with this too. So yeah, it was going to have a little thing to pull up and get a longer table. That's what I was going to do. And I'm probably still going to do that. Because in my head, I'm still deciding where I want to put everything. I think once I open up the space a little more, get them extra inches, then I can get another measurement and see if I could go with my original design or if I'm still going to just think about something else. But while I got these walls open, I'm seriously thinking about a small window. Let me look on. And Miss Deanna, to speak of a Murphy bed, my original design where I'm going to have my closet back here, it did include what you guys may consider a Murphy bed. This was going to be a closet, and it was going to have a hidden compartment for my mattress to fold down. But I don't think I want to do that anymore. I'd rather, since I've been sleeping in the van and I've been sleeping over here and I slept on y'all, I'd rather sleep on the floor. Y'all just don't understand. This struggle is real. This struggle of thinking about this floor plan and wanting, my problem with this van bill. And Charlene keeps telling me, and I'm not listening to her, but I need to listen to her, because basically what she's telling me to do is to listen to what you want, Vanessa. And my problem with this van bill is a little part of me is doing what y'all want. I'm trying to think of a floor plan that would be grand, but do what y'all want and not what I want. And that's the problem. I think that's the problem why the van bill is not finished. I think because God don't want me to finish it. because I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm trying to accommodate y'all and still get what I want out of it. And really, what I want and what y'all want is two different things. What y'all want and what I want. What y'all want and what I want is two different things. And then I know y'all gonna say, well, Vanessa, you the one got to live in it. And that is 100% true. But I'm still trying. A part of me is still trying to see, to marry what I want and what y'all want, and to see if I can get that. But it's actually not working. And that's what the delay is, and that's what the problem is. It really is. If I'm being honest with myself and you guys right now, I have tried to think of a floor plan, because a lot of y'all don't want me to sleep on the floor. I don't know why y'all think sleeping on the floor is the worst thing in the world. I grew up sleeping on the floor. You would think I want to get up off the floor, but baby, it's comfortable. It's comfortable having that mattress on the floor, and it gives me more room for everything else that I want to do. Ugh, it's just, I've tried to give you guys what you want to an extent, because I can't give y'all everything y'all want. Y'all want me to have a fixed bed. That ain't happening, Captain. Okay? Miss Deanna say you have to do what's best for you and what makes you happy and comfortable. Brooks say use only the ideas that you want and that work for you. It is good for you. Yeah, y'all see, y'all giving me ideas, but y'all ideas are also based on every other van build that you've seen. Everybody does the same thing in their van bills. That ain't me. I don't want to do a van bill like everybody else. I don't want to have a bed in the back. I don't want to have windows all throughout my van. Uh I don't see, y'all making my head hurt. Y'all making my head itch. I don't want a van bill like everybody else. That's not how everybody lives van life differently. And first of all, before you build out a van, you have to think about how you live in your van, how you utilize your van. I lived in a van for 3.5 years without standing up. The one thing that I really wanted was something to stand up in. And I can tell y'all, I was not dissatisfied with my floor plan in Treasure. I could build this van out exactly the way that I did Treasure, with a few changes, because it's taller now. I could have cabinets up at the top. And if I built my van out exactly the way I built Treasure out, I would be happy. I would be happy. That would make me happy. It really would. Because I liked my floor plan. I liked my floor plan in Treasure. I think I have so many different options now that it's made things a little more complicated, because I got too many choices. I got too many things that I could do. And I got a couple of things that are different than treasure that I don't like. I don't like this sliding door. I wish this door would open up the way it opened up on treasure. I don't like the sliding door. That's the first thing. I don't like the sliding door. But it is what it is, and we got to live with it. But if I could, I would build this, which I can. I can do anything that I want to do, but I'd build this van out exactly the way I had treasure built out, child. Because with the amenities that I have going on in here with the electrical and all of that. So I think the more I think about it, the more confused I get. But yeah, y'all want me off my subscribers want me off the floor so bad. But that's not what I want. So in life, you know, people always say, give your audience what they want. Should you give your audience what they want if it's not what you want? Answer that question for me. Should I give my audience what they want if it's not what I want? I think anything I do in my van, at the end of the day, y'all are going to like it. Y'all are going to love it. No, it's not going to be what you would have done because you're not the one living in it. All of y'all will want a bed. Beds take up so much unnecessary space. All of y'all will want a bed. I don't want a bed. Even a Murphy bed takes up space. It does. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all. And that's the delay. Like when you don't know what to do, or you keep changing your mind, or you're trying to do what other people want you to do. It's just delays everything. Let me see. Ms. Brooks said, I know you put a lot of thought into treasure, so if it worked, use that floor plan again. But I want to do something different. See, I'm confused. Vanessa, I love the way you had treasure. Sunshine looks like treasure. Miss Rachel say, yeah, you can take advice and use it to your advantage point and come up with a compromise. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to live with your decision. So follow your heart and be happy. Oh, Miss No Animosity say, girl, we don't know what you... Okay. No Animosity say, girl, we don't know what you need or want. Do you, Vanessa? Miss Brooks say, no. Do what you want. Asian culture promotes sleeping on the floor. Y'all, let me tell y'all, let me close this door because it is cold. Let me tell y'all. What was I about to tell y'all? I was about to tell y'all. Oh, let me tell y'all some advantages to sleeping on the floor in a van. Number one, you pick your bed up every day. You fix your bed every day. When you have a fixed bed, you don't tend to fix your bed every day. And when people come in your van, they see your bed. And when you have a fixed bed, usually your bed is seating and people sit on your bed. All those are things I do not like. Like, because this is my home and it's like a little mini apartment, I want it to look like a living room and a kitchen when you walk in. And I don't want people to see a bed. I don't like that. For me, I don't like my van to look like a bedroom. I'd rather for my van to look like a living room and a kitchen. That's number one. Number two, I don't like people sitting on my bed. And because you have the whole bed, almost half of your room, people have to sit on a bed. And number two, if you make a fixed bed, then you have a eeny teeny weeny beeny sink and a eeny teeny weeny beeny kitchen. I don't want a eeny beeny teeny weeny sink. And I don't want a eeny beeny teeny weeny stove. I got a 4-burner stove. So fixed beds are out for me. Okay. So that's the first thing. The second, that was the first, the second, and the third thing. Okay. I think that was 3 things. Number one, the first thing is when you walk into my van, I don't want my van to look like a bedroom. I'd rather for my van to look like a living room and a kitchen. Okay? That's the first thing. And the second thing, I don't like people to sit on my bed. So I don't want my bed to be seating. So if you don't have a fixed bed, then your bed not seating. And I don't want an itty bitty teeny kitchen and an itty bitty teeny weeny sink. So that's the 3 things that is why I would not want a fixed bed. Number 4 advantage for me that I like having a bed that I pick up every day is because you're making your bed every day by picking it up. It's getting you in a routine of getting up, picking up, and your space looks more cleaner and more open space because you're picking your bed up. That's number 4. Number 5 is because you sleep on a floor every day, you have to sweep and clean your floor. I have to wipe my floor down every night before I put my mattress on the floor. That means every day, which in van life, you're sweeping your floor 3, 4, 5 times a day. But every day before I go to bed, I have to sweep and mop my floor. I like that. I like that every night before I go to bed, I'm going to have to sweep and mop my floor before I go to bed because, I want a clean floor. And that helps me to keep my van clean. because I'm sweeping and mopping my floor every night before I go to bed. And pretty much because because I'm a proclaimed hoarder, because I'm a proclaimed hoarder, because I know I'm have to sleep on the floor, I cannot have a whole bunch of stuff in my van in the way at the end of the day, because I'm gonna have to sleep on the floor. So that helps me to check myself before I wreck myself, okay? If I don't have room for it in my storage cabinets, in my closet, in my cabinets, then guess what? We can't bring it up in here because I need to sleep on the floor. And then probably the number 6 point is sleeping on the floor. And if you haven't never slept on the floor in a van, then you wouldn't know this to be true. A lot of times you go places and the van is uneven. Sometimes you may park somewhere and the van is not necessarily straight. And if you have a fixed bed, your van could be like this or like that, or the back could be down like that, or the front could be down like that. And I'm depending on where you park it. That could be so uncomfortable. But I found with sleeping on the floor, with sleeping on the floor, it's more comfortable to sleep on the floor when the van is not perfectly straight. Because at the end of the day, you're not up in the air where it's tilting, where it's leaning to the wall. You're on the floor. And even if the van is not level or even, you don't have to worry about sliding nowhere. Girl, it's advantages to sleeping on the floor. It is. And that's my preference. And I don't think, like, I was thinking about this yesterday because I would consider selling this van when I get through with it. If somebody offered me the right amount of money, I would sell it so I could start over again and choose. I want to do van bills. I would consider selling this van. So I was considering putting a bed in the back because that's what people would want if they bought the van. But guess what? I can't bank on selling this van. I can't guarantee, oh, when I finish this van bill, somebody's going to want to buy it. So if somebody is interested in buying this van after I finish and they like my floor plan, and maybe there's one odd person out there like me who don't mind sleeping on the floor, then, but I think I'm still going to have an option. I think I'm still going to have the option to sleep on the floor, and I'm going to have the fold down bed as well. Oh, I think I'm going to have that option. So, I think my van bills will be geared toward more single people and probably single women because I'm going to always have a closet in my van bill. But are y'all there? Y'all not talking to me. What's up with that? Thank y'all for 30 thumbs up. No animosity say yes they do, and I've seen pull out beds on the floor. They got pull out beds on the floor. Kind of like them trundles, huh? Miss Rachelle say I totally agree with you about company sitting on the bed. That's a hard no for me. Miss Rose say, love sleeping on the floor. I have a king size bed. So yeah, y'all, that's the reasons why I don't like a bed in a van. I like a bed in the house, but now the Mercedes vehicles are huge. They long. The Mercedes is, I think the wheelbase is 174 uh, feet or something. Them Mercedes, when y'all look at the Mercedes van bills and y'all see all that stuff in them van bills, them people vans is huge. They're wider and they're longer and they cost a lot of money. And the Mercedes Sprinters are what? If they need to be fixed or repaired, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny, baby. A lot of people like the Mercedes Sprinters. I love the van bills that I see in the Mercedes Sprinters. But you could fit a whole house in a Mercedes Sprinter. That one Mercedes Sprinter that I seen them do, them people got a kitchen, they got a big kitchen, a big bathroom. They got a bed that come down from the ceiling, girl. They have a lot of room in there. Depending on the size of your van, you have to try to fit everything in your van. Now, some people have a big enough van where when y'all see them people putting showers in their vans and bathrooms in their vans, they have 174 whatever wheelbase. They have the room for a shower, a kitchen, a bed, and a bathroom. They had a room for that. If you put a shower in a smaller van, then you're taking room for something else. Baby, I have a Planet Fitness membership. I got a gym already. I got a shower already. Yep, I got a shower already. Yep, I got a shower. I got a bathroom. When you're in the store, grocery shopping, go to the bathroom. When you're in Ross or Marshalls, go to the bathroom. When you in Ross, go to the bathroom. When you're in Starbucks, because a lot of people that do van life drink Starbucks and they go to the bathroom. I mean, there is so many opportunities throughout the day when you live in a van to go to the bathroom. If you're camping and you like camping like me at campsites, guess what? They have bathrooms. They have showers. They have rivers and lakes. So I don't, when people say, well, are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? It's okay to ask questions, but no, I don't need none of that stuff. I don't need a shower. If you have a shower, you have to carry water. If you're going to be hooked up somewhere to water, then they have a shower and a bathroom. I mean, you just have to think about stuff logically, because if you're living in a van, you're trying to survive. And if you're living in the van, you're trying to have all the amenities of a home that you want to have and be comfortable. The amenities of home that I want, see, you would want a bed. The amenities of home that I want is a stove and a kitchen. Those are the amenities of home that I want. And when people say things about me not wanting a lot of windows in my van, I've always worked pretty much the night shift, third shift. And third shift people don't like light during the day because we're trying to sleep. We just got off work. So I am used to the dark, you guys. I have a max air fan up at the top. Light comes through here. I can open this up to get air in here. When I'm going to have this window over here, there is going to be circulation. And this door right here in the front opens up, and I can have my windows open in the front, and there's circulation. I have plenty of windows. I have plenty of sunlight. That's enough for me. The walls, not having windows in it, gives me more room for storage, cabinets. Now, I can, if I want to, consider putting a window in here. The one place that I could put a window in here that wouldn't interfere with anything really would be on this wall, especially if I was going to put a sink and a stove over here. I could put a window, a little small window over there on that cabinet. Over there in that space. I could. But do I want to? I don't know. I'm considering it. I just really want my window right here. You know, I think a lot of windows in a van give people the opportunity to be nosy. You have to have more covers to cover the window. You don't want to let light in. I don't like people looking into my van. So, yeah, I wouldn't hardly ever sit with in my van at night with lights on and my windows open. So I would be covering them up anyway. So why get something that you're going to be covering up? And then in the wintertime, those windows let so much moisture and condensation in. I like to cook in my van a lot. And then if I'm cooking in the van, yeah, it's advantages to windows, y'all. But it depends on the person. Like, you got to weigh everything and see what you want. I'm really considering putting a window over here, though. And then maybe if I have a sink over here, I'll put a window over here. I have to figure out my floor plan, y'all. My floor plan is still up in the air. It's still up in the air. It's still undecided. So until I start building on the van in reference to building my cabinets and stuff, I'm not gonna know what I'm doing until I do it. But anyway, y'all, I was just coming on here. If y'all haven't checked out the video from today and yesterday, please, 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 please go check out those videos. And I appreciate you guys so much. And leave some comments on the videos. Y'all, don't forget that watching the videos every day help me out. I am so broke right now. You guys just don't know how broke I am. I'm so broke right now. I barely have enough money to pay my bills. And if you guys could watch those videos for me every day and leave some comments and thumbs them up, that would really, really, really help me out a lot. So please, 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 if you get a chance, go back and watch those videos, leave some comments, and if you could watch them all the way through to the end, that would be great. So I am going to end this live. I'm going to go in the house. I had some shrimp and some sausage with a garlic butter sauce earlier, and I didn't eat it all. And I didn't even eat dinner yesterday, y'all. So I'm going to go in the house, eat, go take me a bath, come out here tomorrow and pick up where I left off at. Probably going to be taking the ceiling down tomorrow. Or this wall. I don't know how I'm going to get back here to take this wall out because I need to push this thing forward. I don't know how I'm going to do all that. Ooh, this van going to be a hot mess. That's why I think I need to do one side at a time. Because if I do both sides at the same time, I'm not going to have nowhere to push this thing. So I probably need to do one side at a time. Then put that back up. But I need to take my ceiling down. Oh, I could put that back up. Can I put that back up with my... No, because I put that ceiling up there with that down, didn't I? I think I did. I don't know. Let me see what Miss Rose said. You sent me something last week, Miss Rose. Is that what you're trying to say? You sent me a blessing last week. I just went to check my mail the other day. I didn't have anything. I went to check my mail one day last week. I didn't have anything. Maybe it's coming this week, or maybe it came after I checked my mail. Is that what you're saying? Oh, Miss Rose, I wasn't understanding what you're saying. Thank you. I'll go check my mail one day this week. I do need some of that spray foam. If anybody want to send me a Cash App or Amazon gift card or something in the mail or a Home Depot gift card, I still got some things that I need, y'all. You know, even though I'm doing this stuff that's not requiring, it's still other stuff that I need. I still need wood to finish. I told y'all I needed about $600 to $800 of wood to finish. Oh, I got this light on, y'all, and these bugs are coming in here flying. I don't want them to crawl up in my walls, child, and go hatch and lay nothing. But y'all, I'm about to go in the house, and I just wanted to come to y'all and talk to y'all, and I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Miss Rose. And by the way, happy Mother's Day. I hope y'all enjoyed that ASMR video of Ms Charlene's bird bath area. It is so beautiful. If y'all want to know why I love how peaceful it is where I'm at. Like, if y'all want to know why I'm still at Ms Charlene's house, Number one, I'm still here because I'm doing my van bill and she have all the tools that I need. And number two, I'm still here because it's peaceful. Girl, the birds, the chickens, the dog, the people, the land, it's just peaceful. Like, eventually I will leave and go to my own place and get on the road, but for now I'm building out my van, and you know, I'm around good company. I'm in a peaceful environment where I don't have any uh worries as far as safety. uh I'm not depressed. I stay busy. It's just, you know, it's just wonderful. But no, I'm not going to be here forever. But for the time being, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. And yeah, I want to get on the road too. But just let me get my van situated. And yeah, I'll be going back to Vegas maybe by the weekend or next week. But I'm just trying to get this back to the point of it being together, because I don't want to go to Vegas with this all discombobulated. So yeah, but I would definitely go check my mail, Miss Rose. Yeah, I'm gonna do more videos. Miss Deanna said good night. Good night, Miss Deanna. Yeah, I'm gonna do more ASMR videos of showing the birds, and yeah, Ms Charlene them have they have hummingbirds that come over there uh because they have water out for the birds. The bees be getting in the water. They got the sugar water. They got water. So yeah, them birds and other little critters. I think yeah, if y'all looked closely, y'all seen a lizard crawling up the tree. Other little critters over there. It's so peaceful in the area. And she just decorated that area over there. So it's so pretty, y'all. Miss Charlene stayed busy on her farm, on her homestead, planting her vegetables. Uh, just no muss, no fuss. She has a very peaceful life, and she's created that for herself and her family. So I'm gonna say good night. Appreciate y'all watching and tuning in, and I will see y'all. I got a video coming out in the morning at 6 a.m. So watch the video, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Miss Rose, I love vegetables too, but I'm on a carnivore diet. But yeah. Y'all know I'm a veggie lover. That's why I was surprised I liked the carnivore diet. But okay, I'm going to talk to y'all later. Good night. Bye.